Cancer, hello, welcome to Coffee, Sage, and Tarot. This is going to be your weekly reading for April 28th through to May 4th. Please do keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not, and reverse any energies as you see fit. Okay? Show me Cancer, please, for the week of April 28th through to May 4th. Show me Cancer, please, for the week of April 28th through to May 4th. Show me Cancer, please, for the week of April 28th through to May 4th. Thank you. Show me Cancer. Show me Cancer, please. Too many there. Show me Cancer, please. Last time. Thank you. All right. All right, well, you're on the fence. Interesting. Okay, so we have on its side 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles here. So you're on the fence about something new, it feels like. But the illusion is gone. The confusion is gone here. And so it could be like one aspect of the fog is cleared, like you've made a decision on something, especially with the 3 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, right? You know where you want to go. That part is figured out, but you're on the fence of how exactly you want to get there, if that makes sense, okay? Temperance is showing up in the shadow, so that is Sagittarius energy, but it's also harmony. And this kind of does feel like that, right? There is some sort of alignment here, mind and body, or at least that's what you're kind of striving for, it seems like, okay? Queen of Swords immediately behind that Temperance card there, so you know your truth, you know your wisdom. There's some sort of, it feels like information that has been like some fresh wisdom that's been gained here, and so you're kind of like, okay, I know where I want to go, I know that the timing is right. So that part of the fog has lifted, but how do I interact in this right now? Do I engage in this way? So there's a little bit that's kind of still left to be determined here. Let's get some clarifiers for Cancer, please. Let's get some clarifiers for Cancer. I'm just trying to see. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers for Cancer. Yeah. Okay. So Queen of Cups on her side. This feels like a relatively new revelation here, a relatively new kind of time for you, and that the fog has just been lifted, okay? It feels like you were going through some time of not really knowing or being a little bit confused, and that no longer appears to be the case, at least in terms of the fog that's lifted. But now you're kind of like, okay, well, where do I go from here exactly? You're still unsure of that, and it feels like you're still kind of trying to figure that part of this out. We have the 9 of Swords, the Emperor, and the 10 of Pentacles all again kind of on their sides. So yeah, it's kind of like Cancer, it feels like you're asking yourself, okay, well, what do I do with this? Where do I go from here? Emperor, that's Aries energy, right? But he's not taking control. He's also not unseated. So again, it's kind of like, well, where do I go from here? How do I take control? There is this feeling of, you know, like these feelings just don't go away. These thoughts just don't go away. Nine of Swords. Um, so where do I go now? And it's kind of like you've made the decision, and I'm kind of seeing, okay, the decision, but now what? Okay. 10 of Pentacles here. It's interesting how this is presenting. We go the 9, the Emperor, the 10. And so even though these energies you haven't really figured it out yet, there's still some sort of pathway here in terms of these feelings or these feelings or these thoughts or these thoughts, and you want to figure out a way to move on, right, as we move up these cards here, but still not quite sure how to do that, because again, you're still figuring out your cup now that you've gained some clarity here on the situation, right? Justice, decision has been made. That's some Libra energy there. Hasn't been easy, right? But you have that new knowledge, and so now you're ready for this next step. So what this feels like is you just come to the clearing, right? That fog has just cleared, and now you're sitting as that haze kind of dissipates. Okay, well, what now, Spirit? Where do I go now? You know? Let's get some more clarifiers here for Cancer, please. Let's get some clarifiers here for Cancer. That was too many. Let's get some clarifiers here for Cancer. Yeah, all these cards showing up on their side. Let's get some clear and concise clarifiers here for Cancer, please. Last time, let's get some clear and let's get some clear and concise clarifiers for Cancer, please. Thank you. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, so just, it really feels like I'm catching you right at that point where the clouds are parting and you're kind of like, okay, how do I go, right? You're not even moving yet. You're just kind of blinking and being like, okay, what now? Right? So like I said, it does feel like this fog is just now clearing. 5 of Swords here. Yeah, like there's conflict here, which does make sense. There's a little bit of, what do I do? Should I stay? Should I go? How do I make sense of this? Is he picking up his swords? Is he leaving them? We don't know. And again, it feels like you don't know, right? All you know is what you think and how you feel. And those thoughts and feelings you will work them out. But right now, the fog is just cleared. So we don't really know kind of where we're standing, right? You need time to sort that out and kind of feel that vibe, okay? Knight of Pentacles showing up here. We have the Magician again on its side. Energy to be determined, right? You know that you need to move, but how you're going to sort that. 9 of Pentacles here. You're seeing this actually is really nice. It's almost like you're seeing yourself here in all your glory, which is beautiful. And that kind of clarity has been gained now that that 7 of Cups fog has been lifted, right? So you're like, oh, actually, I'm sitting really nicely. I have a really nice, home, and I've made a really good life for myself, and I've done the sacrifices, and now I can really enjoy all of these different things that I've surrounded my life with, right? So there is that kind of positive aspect of this. You're kind of seeing all of these positives here, and you're seeing, more importantly, the positives in yourself. And that's really good to see, right? The World here, again, on its side, really What are we going to do with these opportunities? What now? Are you going to choose to see these opportunities, or is there a little bit more work that needs to be done before, that kind of next level can be entered into, right? Are you done with this, fog that's been lifted, or is it going to come back, right? These are things that need to be worked out and cleared here. The Hermit also on its side. Have you learned from this? Have you not? Does this lesson need to be put to you another way? Do we need to have this clarity positioned in another way here or not, right? Again, you're just coming out of that fog. You're just starting to ask these questions for yourself and sort it out. But the feels are there. The thoughts are there. The clarity is there. And again, here, right? So we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Again, kind of bringing to light, okay, yes, some things haven't gone your way, or perhaps you were really stuck in a rut for a really long time, but now you're kind of coming through, and again, that fog is kind of gone, and you're saying, oh wow, mind, body, right? Temperance showing up twice. I really like the home that I made for myself. I really like how I feel inside. I really like all of these different things about myself, and I like how they got me what I wanted in my physical landscape, right? So there is that harmony that is there. And yes, there might be some anger, there might be some conflict, there might be some resentment that's kind of lingering, but you're dealing with that, right? At least you have a clear space in which to figure out which way these energies are going and what you're going to be kind of picking up and focusing on next, right? So with this here, and that kind of immediate, should I give to this? Which way should I lean? It's so much more than just, am I going to, start a new hobby? It's so much more than that. Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, there's so much more behind it, right? And so I would just say, give yourself a little bit of time and space to recognize the beauty within you and the beauty in all that you've amassed here, and just be a little bit patient with yourself that these things will work themselves out. You're coming out of a period of not really seeing things clearly. And so that clarity can kind of be in your face and be like, oh, I have all these questions. And it can be a little bit intimidating, but focus on the positives, right? Focus on what you've done for yourself and how you've done it and where you've gotten yourself to be, right? Focus on those wins, and you will start to sort out everything else that's on the board here. Okay, Cancer? Yeah, that's what I have for you. Just take it slow, you know what I mean? Slow and steady, and you got this, all right? Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you taking the time to see what this week has in store for you, just as I hope that you appreciate this reading, okay? Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and we'll see you next time. You take care.